Picture this. Hundreds of novices starting their journey beside you, competing with each other, all eagerly waiting for respawns, one after another after another. Imagine the lag, the rubber banding, the server crashes, and the rage quitting. That is what is expected during the first weekend of Phase 2. Here are a few tips to help you avoid all of that torment. Tip number 1, avoid the crowds. Ashes of Creation has introduced an impressive new system called server meshing. This system breaks a single server realm into multiple game servers, which they call server workers. By pressing page up on your keyboard, you can view the server worker information. When a server crashes, only that specific server worker goes down, not the entire realm. So, it's best to complete the starting quest, get your mount, and quickly move on. Speaking of your first mount, quite a few players struggled with it. Completing the starting quest in Lion's Hold or Samaya's Hope will direct you to the Stable Master, where you'll receive a mount free of charge. Open your bag and navigate to the inventory slot. There, you'll find the mount icon represented by a horse's head, which is definitely better than a horse's rear. Feel free to drag the icon from your inventory to a hotbar for easy access. Right-clicking the icon will summon the mount, and right-clicking again will unsummon it. However, after summoning the mount, you will still need to mount it by pressing F while looking at it. Tip number 2, commissions and explorations. Before you leave Lion's Hold or Samaya's Hope, grab all the artisan commissions. Then, head to the Adventure Commissions board and pick up the Sightseeing Commissions and the Kill Quest for non-specific enemies, like 10 bears and wolves. Do not pick up the named Kill Quests, such as Merkmaw and Fang, whatever his name is. Too many players will be waiting around for Merkmaw, and if Phase 2 is anything like Phase 1, only the first person to tag Merkmaw will get credit. So, grab the commissions and start chopping, whacking, and mining your way out of the starting area. Your primary goal is to get out of Dodge. Move away from whichever server worker houses the starting area. That one will be the most crowded and the most unstable for the first few days. While completing your commissions, head to the nearest node. On your way, explore the land, taking note of enemies and their levels, as well as any clusters of gatherable. Keep in mind that clusters of flowers are always in open areas. Hemlock and larch trees are often found at higher elevations. Basalt is located near water, and granite is found closer to cliffs. The best part about commissions? You can complete them and claim your reward whenever you want. No need to travel back to the commission board. So, head to a node and place your high-ranked gatherable into the bank. Hopefully, the node has one by now. Sell the rest, grab more commissions, and head to the next node. Don't worry about becoming a citizen just yet. You have to be at least level 10. Even then, you'll want to find a node that aligns with your profession. Tip number 3, 1 fish, 2 fish, largemouth bass fish, bluegill fish. In Phase 1, we had something called AFK fishing. With just one click, your character would pull out a fishing pole, cast, reel in, loot fish, and cast again. At one point, your character could even continue fishing after the fishing pole broke due to durability. Some artisan commissions will request largemouth bass, bluegill, or salmon. Note that novice fishing cannot catch salmon. If you need a break to make coffee, head to the nearest river or pond and cast your line. One thing to note, unlike mining, lumberjacking, and herbalism commissions, when you complete fishing commissions, you lose the fish. They vanish. When you first try to cast out, you might be as confused as I was in Phase 1. For all other gatherable, you simply walk up to a tree, rock, or flower and press F to initiate gathering. So, imagine my surprise when I walked up to the river, pressed F, and nothing happened. To fish, you need to pull up the skill book, select Fishing under Artisan, and drag the fishing icon to the hotbar. From there, simply right-click the fishing icon and your character will handle the rest. Tip number 4, apprenticeships. As you approach level 10, you should also see progress toward level 10 in many of your gathering professions. Likewise, your banks should be stocked with high-quality materials, which you'll need to craft your apprentice tools. You can find the recipes for gathering tools on the Artisan page P. After reaching level 10 in herbalism, I rode to the nearest node with a farm. There, I found the agricultural supplier who promoted my herbalism with an apprentice certificate. The apprentice certificate will enable me to gain levels in herbalism beyond level 10. However, it is the apprentice herbalism sickle that will allow me to gather apprentice-level herbs. I use the lumber mill to process western larch timbers, the stonemasonry to create a basalt weapon mold, and the metalworking furnace to process the copper fragments, all with the highest quality materials I had available. Here's a little-known secret. The higher the quality of materials used, the better the stats. Check out my uncommon apprentice sickle I just created. All the stats were dramatically increased, including an additional herbalism quantity increase rating. The durability also rose from 250 to 375. If there's one piece of advice to take from me, let it be this: have fun.